I don't know why I picked this location for this video, but gymnasium comes from the ancient Greek word gymnos, which means naked. And along with meaning naked, according to everything I was able to find about this topic, these gyms were exclusively used by naked dudes.
Yeah.
Anyways, the world is a gym, meaning your gym membership is basically useless. What do I mean by that? I've personally had a gym membership and I went consistently 3 days a week. And at first I was elated by all of the equipment, being surrounded by people who just wanted to better themselves. Not to mention nationwide shower access. It's pretty fucking useful. But my brain did this terrible thing and learned all of the motions my body would put itself through when doing exercises. And then once I learned the motions, that mixed with the exhaustion of having to schedule my life around physically getting to a gym 3 days a week. So then I just put 2 and 2 together and decided to turn the world into my gym. Now, I understand that some of you have money, gas, time you can burn. Maybe you crave a sense of consistency that comes with going to Planet Fitness every week. More power to you. Personally, I found it very difficult to do so when A, most apartment complexes have a gym, and B, calisthenics exists. I will concede and mention that there are limits that come with apartment gyms, like the only free weights that they have are dumbbells and they only go up to 50 pounds. However, the benefits of turning the world into your gym far outweigh the benefits of having a gym membership because I personally value the freedom of movement. Now, if you want this freedom of movement, here are some exercises you can incorporate into your day-to-day life to find that freedom of movement in no particular order. And that's just a few ways to stay mobile practically anywhere. And while I'm on the topic of staying mobile, did you know it's actually a myth for the best fish in the ocean to have to stay mobile in order to survive? You see, sharks breathe oxygen just like us. The way they do it is they have to filter it out of the water that comes to their gills. And some sharks have spiracles, which basically act as automatic suction devices that pull water in while they're sleeping, therefore they can stop swimming. Any shark without the spiracle is unable to do this, so they have to go into a low power mode, kind of like a computer, and keep moving while they sleep. And water ain't the only thing going into the shark because they're not picky eaters. The how and what they eat is as varied as the species themselves. While there's the stereotypical ripping, tearing, and thrashing and shit that you see in Jaws, there's also the filter feeders like the basking shark who open their mouth real wide and gather a bunch of water collecting krill and plankton. For the ripping and tearing type, they go through about a tooth every day. That's because depending on the type of food that the shark eats determines the type of teeth that they have. However, the act of eating your prey alive is a very violent one that requires a lot of force and enough force to actually knock the teeth out. So much so that it's estimated that a shark loses 35,000 teeth within its lifetime. The what they eat ranges anywhere between crustaceans and small fish all the way to octopus and other sharks. But because of complex social networks, eating each other isn't the only way these sharks interact with each other. Hammerhead sharks typically hang out by themselves but have been observed to make schools of 100 or more. Black-nosed sharks are known to make gangs based on their size and then pick on smaller black-nosed sharks and hunt in packs. White-tip reef sharks are known to make friends from birth for a lifetime, share coral reefs to sleep under together during the day, and hunt together at night. And just like any good social network, these sharks may or may not be banging. I say may not be because some of these are capable of asexual reproduction through a process known as parthenogenesis, which is basically where the female shark body creates a thing called the polar body, which has about as much genetic material as the egg itself, and then once it merges with the egg, able to create another baby shark without the need of a male. Alternatively, the chick shark can release some pheromones to let dude sharks know that she's ready, and then some random guy will come along, bite on her fin for stability, take his clasper and inseminate her, and then dip. After that, the oviparous mother will lay an egg and then dip herself, or the viviparous mother will care for the shark pup inside of the womb until it's matured enough to be birthed, and then once it's birthed, she then dips herself, thus continuing the cycle of the greatest fish in the ocean.